In the tapestry of life, there are days when our motivation wanes, and the simplest tasks seem arduous. We find ourselves grappling with resistance, procrastination, and a lack of energy. On these days, the mundane responsibilities and ambitious goals can feel overwhelming, and the desire to retreat into comfort becomes enticing. Yet, in the teachings of Buddhism, we discover profound insights that can guide us towards a transformative approach to productivity, even on days when we don't feel like it. By embracing mindfulness, fostering self-compassion, and cultivating a sense of purpose, we unlock the potential to navigate these challenges with grace, finding the motivation and resilience to get things done. In our fast-paced and achievement-oriented society, there is often an emphasis on pushing through and forcing productivity, regardless of our inner state. However, Buddhism invites us to explore a different paradigm, one rooted in self-awareness, balance, and the recognition of our inherent interconnectedness. It encourages us to honor our unique rhythms and energies, acknowledging that there are moments when rest and self-care are essential. By embracing this holistic perspective, we create a foundation for sustainable productivity, one that respects our well-being and nurtures our inner vitality. At the heart of the Buddhist approach to getting things done on days when motivation is lacking lies the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness invites us to cultivate a deep presence in the current moment, bringing our attention to the task at hand without judgment or resistance. By immersing ourselves fully in the present, we transcend the confines of past regrets or future anxieties, and we find the clarity and focus necessary to take action. Mindfulness allows us to observe our resistance or lack of motivation without becoming entangled in its web, enabling us to approach tasks with a fresh perspective and an open heart. Self-compassion is another vital element in navigating days when productivity feels elusive. Buddhism teaches us to extend kindness, understanding, and acceptance towards ourselves, recognizing that we are fallible beings navigating the complexities of life. On days when our energy is low or our motivation wanes, self-compassion offers us solace and support. It reminds us that we are not defined by our productivity or the completion of our to-do lists. By embracing self-compassion, we create a nurturing inner environment that allows us to find the motivation and resilience to move forward, even when faced with resistance. Cultivating a sense of purpose is also crucial in transcending the inertia of unproductive days. Buddhism teaches us that finding meaning and aligning our actions with our values is a powerful source of inspiration and motivation. By reflecting on our deeper intentions and connecting with the larger impact of our actions, we infuse even the most mundane tasks with purpose and significance. Whether it be dedicating our efforts to the well-being of others, personal growth, or the betterment of the world, a sense of purpose becomes a guiding light, propelling us forward even when we lack initial enthusiasm. In the face of resistance and a lack of motivation, embracing the power of small steps can be transformative. Buddhism reminds us that progress is not solely measured by grand accomplishments, but also by the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions. By breaking down overwhelming tasks into manageable increments and celebrating each step along the way, we cultivate a sense of momentum and accomplishment. This approach allows us to bypass the inertia that often accompanies unproductive days and gradually build the energy and motivation necessary to complete the task at hand. Furthermore, the Buddhist teachings remind us of the impermanence of all things, including our moods and states of mind. The lack of motivation or enthusiasm on a particular day is just a passing experience, and it does not define our capabilities or potential. By embracing the transitory nature of our inner states, we develop the resilience to navigate through the ebb and flow of motivation. We recognize that our current state is impermanent and that a new wave of inspiration and energy will inevitably emerge. This understanding allows us to approach unproductive days with patience and equanimity, knowing that this too shall pass. In the pursuit of productivity on days when motivation is lacking, it is essential to balance effort with surrender. Buddhism teaches us the wisdom of discerning when to push forward and when to let go. Sometimes, forcing productivity can lead to increased resistance and exhaustion. By cultivating an inner attunement, we develop the capacity to recognize when it is more beneficial to rest, recharge, and engage in self-care. This delicate dance between effort and surrender allows us to honor our energy levels and find a harmonious rhythm that supports sustainable productivity. Ultimately, the Buddhist approach to getting things done on days when motivation is lacking is rooted in acceptance and non-attachment. It invites us to release our attachment to external outcomes and embrace the process itself. By shifting our focus from the end result to the present moment, we discover a newfound freedom and joy in our actions. We realize that productivity is not merely a means to an end, but an opportunity for growth, learning, and self-discovery. By letting go of expectations and surrendering to the flow of the present moment, we create space for spontaneity, creativity, and a deep sense of fulfillment. In conclusion, the teachings of Buddhism offer profound insights and practices that can guide us in navigating unproductive days with mindfulness, self-compassion, purpose, and resilience. By embracing the power of small steps, recognizing the impermanence of our inner states, and balancing effort with surrender, we cultivate a transformative approach to productivity, one that honors our well-being, aligns with our values, and nurtures our inner vitality. Through this journey, we discover that even on days when we don't feel like it, we have the capacity to tap into our inherent potential and accomplish what needs to be done with grace and mindfulness. Welcome, my fellow friends, to this mind-blowing video. Feeling like a wisdom superhero? Share the awesomeness with your pals too. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button like a boss so you never miss our mind-altering content. Until our paths cross again, stay fabulous and take care, you magnificent beings.